guys, hope you're well. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Miss V at Supermama254. Well, I'm just headed to, I'm in Bunyore. It's in Vihiga County, just visiting a couple. There's a lot to talk about that is very educative, very informative. So come along with me as we go to visit this couple. This is where we say, for better, for worse, where worse is tested. Please watch the video to the end. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I am with my crew here. Nesty, say hello.
Nesty, hello.
And there, so come along as we go visit this couple in Bunyore, Vihiga County. Listen to what we have in store. This is where worse is tested. Keep watching to the end. Meet one of the couples. Hey! Tunaingia ni wapi hapo? Ah, siingia kwa gari twende.
This is it. Oh.
Yeah. So, here we are at the homestead. So guys, we reached the homestead just to talk to this couple where their love, their marriage has been tested. Remember I said for better, for worse. Some people just want it to be for better, but when it comes for worse, they want to keep off. So brought something small for them. Love bringing items when I visit people. So sometimes I just carry a small thing. So this is the place. So keep watching to the end. Hey, Saseni. Mambo. Hey, nice to meet you. Sasa wacha men first, ladies last. Sasa. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, mulisema huko kunaitwaje?
Mwitindi village.
Mwitindi Bunyore in Vihiga County. Today I'm visiting this special couple. Gideon and
Masi.
You have only one name.
Maslin Oruko.
Gideon Oruko. So I'm visiting them. These are good friends. I've come to visit. They are going to share with us a lot. Well, you remember when I said the worst is tested and it won. For better, for worse. This is the time you'll see how worse can work. If you're saying, when you say like people talk about for better, for worse when they are giving their vows, imagine they don't keep those vows. But now, this is where we are going to hear their story, where worse was tested and they conquered. So, Giddy and Mercy, nice to meet you. This is your home. They have a beautiful homestead. Lovely. They have a beautiful homestead. So I'm visiting. I'll have a chat with them. They'll tell us more about themselves. We'll hear the story about where worse was tested. So, mimi niseme karibu ama nyindo mnaniambia karibu nyumbani. Na ngoja mnikaribisha mjanikaribisha. So you have a beautiful home, by the way. You have such a beautiful home. Nice. I'm glad you gave me an opportunity kuja kukaa na nyinyi, kupiga story. Wow. So how is everything?
Everything is better, thank God.
Maisha hii namna gani by the way?
Maisha ngangana tu vile wasema mlima na mabonde. Mabonde lazima zikue na mlima lazima zinaendelea kukua tu. Kizivuka.
Ayo ni poa. Nimewatembelea as I had promised. Just to hear your story. It is a very interesting story. It is a learning experience for many people. I'm so happy. I'm happy to be here. So you said you're Gideon Oruko and Makoha. Gideon Oruko Makoha and Maslin Oruko. This is a couple. So Giddy Sotel, who is Giddy?
The firstborn of Mr. Wilfred Makoha and Rhoda Makoha. I was born in Nakuru, born and raised in Nakuru. I went to school, Jamhuri Primary School, then Flamingo, then I did my KCP from Kilimilili Boys. Now it's called St. Luke.
Oh, they changed the name?
Yeah, to St. Luke.
Okay.
In Kimilili. Then I joined KMTC. I did my nursing course, which I completed, and I joined an organization called Compassion Child Development Center.
CDC, the one they say CDC.
Yeah, CDC. Then from there, I was employed by county. Then we met with my wife, and we did our wedding in 2015.
So this is the wedding.
August 2015, 29th August 2015.
Oh, 2015. You've been married since 2015?
2015. Yeah. Until now.
How many years now?
9 years in marriage. And I'm still strong in marriage.
Still strong.
In marriage.
Wow, 9 years. Huh? Wow, so 9 years? You did your wedding in 2015. Wow. So that's nice. So you have how many children?
We have two. One is 7 years, and the other one is 6 months now.
Wow, amazing.
6 months now.
Good. That's a nice big family, yeah?
Both of them are girls.
Both of them are girls.
Yeah.
Girls are beautiful.
And I'm proud.
You're proud to have girls. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Nowadays they say mtoto ni mtoto. Yeah. It doesn't matter. There are those who they're looking for boys. Those who have boys, they're looking for girls. So it's just human being is never understood. So, and this beautiful girl.
Oh, beautiful girl. My name is Maslin Shisiali Oruko. I'm born again. I love Christ. I went to school in Viga County, a school called Imusutu. Have you ever Imusutu?
I've heard something.
I've heard like that.
Pronunciation is the problem, but I've heard about it.
Those sides of Erusu girls.
Oh, I've
from
seen it. Yeah.
nursery to fourth form. Then I went to Nairobi Aviation College. I did my diploma in hotel and catering management.
Oh, that's why we've had very nice lunch.
Thank
She's
you.
a very good cook. Gideon always says she's a very good cook.
Thank you. So I've done hotel and catering management. I've worked in Kenya Comfort. I was the best.
Oh, you worked in Kenya Comfort?
I was the best
nice.
in class, so I went to attachment in Hilton Hotel.
Wow.
I've worked there as a casual worker for 3 months. Then I went to Kenya Comfort. I worked there. Then from Kenya Comfort, I went to dental, to be a dental assistant in Hurlingham with Dr. Osundwa. Then from there, I've been a Zuku receptionist.
Wow.
So I left Zuku in 2015. That's
You're
why
getting
I got
married.
married.
When you got your darling.
Yes, then I got married.
You said, come and buy and buy kazi kai.
So I moved from Nairobi to Mwitindi village, where I've stayed for 9 years. I thank God for my husband. He's been supportive. I thank God for my extended family. They've also been supportive, understanding. And we just appreciate God for everything. He has been so merciful. And thanks for coming, and thank you for having us.
Thank you. So guys, the reason why I am here, it's very interesting. There are things that happen, then you look at them, you're like, wow. When I'm talking to this couple, they're like, wow, their marriage has been tested. And this is the time when people make vows, they say, for better, for worse. Some people never understand why they give those vows, for better, for worse. People just look at the better part, but when it comes to worse, many people run away. But the interesting thing, this couple has stood the test for worse. So this is the reason why, this is the reason why I am here, to hear their side of the story. They have encountered something that many people don't know. We have a condition. Is it a condition? You call it a condition?
Yes.
Yes, it's a condition that they have gone through. It has tested their marriage. They almost broke up, but they didn't break up. You can see the patience, the perseverance, the standing with your partner in a situation that many people cannot. Let's hear their story. So tell us about what has made this marriage stand to date.
What has made this marriage stand? I can say love. And the vows, and also the caring. She has been caring, although she has been going through a lot, but she has been caring. So the love, caring, and the vows, and our children, it has made us be strong. Yeah.
What has kept you strong in this marriage?
Prayers.
Prayers. Not his love.
Proverbs 31 woman. Without prayers, you cannot survive. So I thank God for enabling me to pray. Because even when I was sick, I used to pray and sing. That's what helped me to go through the sickness. And for his support, his love, the vows.
Wow.
And whatever he hears, he doesn't put it in mind, because he knows where we have come from. So from outside they might say, this mad person, just leave her or take her back home. But he stood by me because he knows where he came from, and that's love.
Wow. So guys, you've heard about saying, this is she said, some people would say this is a mad woman. Take her back to her home. This story will head somewhere. You'll understand why all this is coming in. And the marriage, but some people might say, 9 years only. You're talking about 9 years, like, is something they've stood the test of marriage. It is not about, for Gideon, it's like 20 years or 30 years in marriage in 9 years. So maybe you tell us why we are headed to this direction. So tell me what has happened in your marriage. That's why he's saying, that's why she's talking about maybe you are not listening to people who would advise you to chase her away or something like that.
Okay, we got married in 2015, August 29th, August 2015. We did our wedding in a church iko tu hapa karibu. That's where we did our wedding. So the wedding was very colorful. People were invited. It was a good wedding. Even Eunice was our chief chef.
Decor.
Decor and everything. So during after 2 years, that is 2017, in September, we got our first child, baby Leslie, called Leslie Faith Oruko. Then everything started to change from that day. September 9th, that's when Leslie was born. She was okay. Before that, we wanted her to conceive. I wanted her to conceive. Okay, both as a family we wanted to conceive. So ilikuwa ngumu for the 2 years, ilikuwa ngumu. Tukaenda kwa Gaina akatuambia she had a condition of which, okay, let me explain. Okay, the fallopian tubes zilikuwa blocked. So angeza pata okay, fertilization could not take place because the revival zote. So the Gaina akatuambia the only thing we can do ni aenda afanywe operation zifunguliwe. So you are hesitant kidogo. Then all of a sudden Mungu akatubariki na she got pregnant, and that's where Leslie was born, 9th September. So the first during the pregnancy, the pregnancy was very painful to her because she had fibroids. At the same time, the baby was growing. So the fibroids and the baby were competing for space kwa stomach, kwa the womb, kwa womb. So alikuwa anapitia machungu sana during the pregnancy. So vile ilifika wakati wa kujifungua, Though alifanyiwa operation, alifanyiwa CS at a place called Mungoma. That time we had a nurses strike all over Kenya. So there was no public hospital where she could be admitted. So tukampeleka hapo Mungoma. Our gyna then Dr. Koba booked us Mungoma. She did CS there. So everything, I was expecting everything to go well, but during the CS kuna kitu tu ilikuwa inanifanya tena feel sijui leo itakuwa, yani na feel kuna uoga tu, kuna uoga ambao ilikuwa na mimi, but nikuwe too strong, najeka nikuwe strong. So after the CS Leslie akatolewa, so ikawa fibroids zitolewa. So the process
they removed the fibroids also at the same time.
So the process took long.
It was in the theater for long,
which ikanipatia pia more anxiety na wasiwasi. So after hapo it was successful, akatoka, then akadmitiwa. So she was complaining of headache. Kaona tu maybe ni reaction ya anesthesia, but ilizidi headache chini. So mtoto hata Leslie hakunyonya by that time, hakunyonya, alinyonya 2 days ama 3 days, then the mother develop psychosis, puerperal psychosis, which mean nilikuwa nasoma kwa books during my nursing course, nilikuwa nasoma kwa books puerperal psychosis. So I knew puerperal psychosis it will come, then after 2 weeks or maybe kienda sana muda kidogo.
So when you say psychosis, what is it?
Psychosis is a mental condition.
Okay.
It's a mental condition. Mostly in affect people psychosis mostly affect mothers after birth.
Okay.
So maybe it can cause.
Is it because of hormonal changes or what is?
Maybe it can be hormonal changes. It can be the pregnancy period, the period of pregnancy, postpartum, or the period of pregnancy, postpartum psychosis. So by that time nikajua 20 puerperal psychosis it will disappear within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or ikienda sana maybe 6 weeks.
Oh, so you didn't think it was anything serious?
So nikajua tu it will disappear.
What signs did she show when you?
Yes, signs and symptoms. She was talkative.
Oh, she was talkative after delivery.
Yeah, after delivery she was talkative and making some unnecessary movements. Yeah, and she could say that she was a prayer warrior, and aenda ombea mtu apone. She could say that Mungu amemtuma na macho yake ni nyeupe.
I used to remove saliva, white. Natemewa tuko hospitali tunawabariki.
So daktari anakuja, tukajaribu kutafuta daktari akuja amreview, daktari akuja akamreview. So daktari could not do much, akampatia tu antipsychosis and psychotic drugs, but akaendelea kuwa more aggressive. That's when we decided here itusaidii, it's better to tumtoe hospitali tuende to observe from home because we know it will disappear. So after 2 days tukona
now you're at home.
Yeah, we're at home.
Yeah,
tukona tuendelea tupati hakuna kwetu tunaenda. So nikampeleka hospitali nyingine hapa around here. We were surprised in hospitali kukata. Okay, then I understand.
Oh, they refused to admit her.
Yeah, they refused. But okay, walikata kumuona. But I understand.
Or maybe they couldn't manage.
Yeah, they couldn't manage. So tukaamua tu wacha turudi tena Mungoma. Turudi Mungoma hatukusaidika sana tena, kabisa tumekuja. So our journey ikaanzia hapo. So ikachukua another one month.
And she was getting worse with time.
So matusi kwa nyumba, anakubilipi. So I could get...
So she would insult you, she would do whatever.
Mpaka sometimes unaenda to the extent
and removes her clothes.
So tukang'ang'ana but bado ako in that stage. So
now all this time the baby, where is the baby?
The baby alikuwa tu.
Who was taking care of the baby?
The baby by that time my parents were taking care.
Oh, your mother.
My
your
sister
mother.
was there.
And your mom, they were taking care of the baby. Now she was a risk to the baby.
Yeah, she was a risk. Karibu all means mpaka to the traditional healers, kila mtu anakuja na story yake fanya of which tulikuwa tunafanya kwa sababu unajua I did not expect you iende for that long. So nikamua I was tired. Nikasema I need to breathe kidogo.
Yeah.
Wacha nimpeleke nyumbani kwao. Naenda kwa nyumbani kwao. So kwenda nyumbani kwao tena akapata mateso zaidi.
Oh my God.
When she was raised in a uncle's place. Okay. Huko nyumbani kwa mama. Alipata mateso zaidi. Then I decided to bring her back.
So you didn't have peace.
I did not have peace.
You knew they could not take care the way you, because you understood now and you are a medical person, you could understand.
So mtu alikuwa ananipatia moral for my parents. Okay, my family. My family members and extended family members walikuwa wananipatia that moral. But pia inafika mahali they could get tired.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu wananionea huruma, the same time wananionea huruma, at the same time hawataki kuona our family to break. So towards this journey, they have been our source of they have been a pillar to us. So wamekuwa tukamrudisha nyumbani, but akakaa kidogo another 1 week of hell.
When she came back,
yeah.
It is a week of hell. Sleepless night.
Sleepless night, you could not sleep.
This is the time I heard she was breaking even the ceiling.
Yeah.
She could climb and break the ceiling.
The ceiling. She could climb and break the ceiling. She could do so many vitu ambazo you cannot understand. So it was a week of pain. I could cry. I started to ask God, why me? Why me?
The pain was too much.
The pain was too much. Then my uncle came and told me,
she also used to beat you up?
No.
Oh no, she was just abusive?
Abusive.
Okay.
But she could not beat me. But she was abusive.
Hey, they're talking about you.
So, my uncle came and told me that there's a reason for everything. I should take heart.
Wow.
So,
your uncle encouraged you?
Yeah, he encouraged me. So I could, from there, nilipata nguvu. Then a friend, a colleague at work told me there's this hospital called Kilimani Hospital. And the doctor was a very good doctor, a psychiatrist. He was a very good doctor. So I decided, although it was a private hospital, I decided, let me take her there. Although it was a private hospital, let me take her there. So she was admitted. Okay, the doctor wanted us to treat us as a patient, but when she arrived at the hospital, she did a lot of things.
The drama began.
The drama. Then Daktari said, no, she need to be admitted. She was admitted. After that, she took 1 month in the hospital. So being a private hospital, a month later, being a private hospital, I was told to pay 350,000.
Sure.
And I did not have any. So by good luck, or you can say good luck, I don't know, I had my insurance was maturing. So it matured. When she was being discharged, the insurance was maturing.
Wow, that is good.
And the money was wired in my account. So I took the money which was wired to my account. It was around 400,000. I took the money and again, nilitoa tu hivi na nikapeleka tu kwa clear the bill. So she was discharged. Then she came home. Tukakaa almost 1 year. Then
Now she became very well.
yeah, she
Very
was
well.
calm.
Calm,
She was a bit calm
but on medicine.
on medication.
On medication,
Yeah, we could visit doctor's visit, monthly doctor's visit. For 1 month, she was okay. Then after a month, then it came back.
Again,
No,
double.
After 1 year.
1 year,
then
it came back.
Then it came back.
Wow.
Uh,
Again.
Again.
Had she stopped taking her medicine or it just came back?
Not to tell. I cannot remember well. But she was on medication. Then I took her back to.
This time when it came back, what was happening now? Why did you say it came back?
I don't know why it came back.
Or why did you think it has come back? How was she behaving or something like
Okay, the things that she was doing, the same thing, talkative. She could hug people. She could speak ill of me. She could she could break
She
things
spoke ill of you.
Yeah,
She broke things in the house.
yeah.
Oh, she told me when these things were happening, she doesn't even have her wedding photos.
Yeah.
She tore all of them
yeah.
because she hated you so much. And that's how she told me a story that when she was in that stage, she really hated you.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
She could give out my clothes. All sort of bad things. She could do.
Now, who are you giving?
Villagers.
Then he comes, he doesn't have clothes.
Actually, that's one of the signs of bipolar. She was diagnosed with bipolar. That's one of the signs of bipolar. Being over generous.
Over generous.
Yeah, giving people things, hugging people.
Extreme,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Extreme behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we understood that she was sick. That's why I stood. I was willing to stick by her. So
To walk the journey with her.
Yeah.
Because she needed the support.
Yeah, she needed the support. She needed the support. So after 1 year, it relapsed. I took her back to the hospital. She was admitted. So after 1 year, she relapsed. I took her back to Kilimani Hospital. This time round, NHF could pay for me, so I was not okay. I was sorted in terms of hospital bill. Then after a month, she stayed in the hospital for 1 month. Then after a month, she was better and she was discharged on medication. So I went back to school. When I came back from school.
So going back to school, you mean you went to upgrade your studies?
Yeah, I went to upgrade my studies.
And you left her home?
I left her home. Then she relapsed again.
Push, while you were away?
No, after I did my... When I was just about to do my exams, she relapsed. I took her back to...
So you couldn't do your exams?
I did my exams.
Okay.
I did my exams and I appreciate God I was able to pass. Then I took her back to Kilimani Hospital. Then she stayed there for another 1 month. She was discharged. Now this time for
So
3
remind
weeks.
people, you said it's called what?
Kilimani Hospital.
I mean the condition.
Bipolar.
Oh, this time it's not the one you say.
Psychosis.
Yeah.
Postpartum, it is now bipolar came in.
No, okay, when you were the first admission, the psychiatrist diagnosed her
With bipolar. But in the beginning,
puerperal psychosis.
puerperal psychosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she relapsed again. I took her back to hospital. She stayed 2 weeks and she was discharged. At least then she became moderately better until the curve was stable. The curve ilikuja huko chini ikakuwa stable. So we stayed for 2 years. Then she wanted to conceive. We asked the guy, the psychiatrist.
That is after how long?
After 2 years after the last admission.
Yeah.
So
And the baby was how old by then?
Then the baby was 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So she wanted to conceive. So the psychiatrist told us before she conceived, she has to work with us until she conceived.
Until she's ready to
conceive.
conceive.
Until she's ready to conceive.
What were your fears?
My fears was the relapse.
You imagine again, another baby, another problem.
Another problem. That was my greatest fear.
Yeah.
But nilijipatia moyo nikasema let it come.
You're ready for it.
I'm ready for it. So we worked with the doctor, and the doctor told us how she's ready to proceed. Then she proceeded. Then we had a second born, baby Letitia. So this time round, I knew I'm safe, because even Gideon she was, I knew this time round she could not relapse, because everything.
Before you get to the second baby, what were you thinking? How did you have? What was the feeling in between as your husband was doing all this and this? Everything is happening.
In between, I had suicidal mind. I just wanted to die, because I was imagining I go through the same pain. Even the pregnancy, the second pregnancy, I tested twice.
No, the first one. I'm now talking about the first one before we come to the second pregnancy, because he has told us the story, how everything happened. And the interesting thing about you, I like, because I think it is God, because you remember a few things that happened, and you laugh about it. We just laugh about it. We make fun of it. So when this thing happened, were you? How did you? I don't know how to put it. I would just like to put it in a better way. Do you recall whatever was happening at that time or something?
Yes, I do recall everything. Even if someone asked me about it, I can tell them what happened. As in, my mind was fresh. I could not forget anything. So what I was wondering, why I was abusive to him, because he's my husband, and
when you flash back,
when I flash back, I wonder and tell myself, why did I do that? And he was my husband. He has stood by me. Yani hiyo kitu nakutanga tu inamkataa. So I was wondering what could be the reason. But I thank God, through the prayers, through all his friends, through the doctors, everything went
you
well.
put him through a lot of hell.
Yeah. Everything went well. Yeah. Because he had connections. I had connection with other doctors. He could do referrals, and I thank God everything went well.
So why did you feel like you needed another baby? You felt you okay, or you?
I felt I was okay, and I felt that my husband was lonely. He needed a sibling. So when I got pregnant, when I missed my periods, I told him I haven't seen my period. So he told me it might be pregnancy. So I told him to bring the pregnancy test. So when I tested first, it turned positive. And then I told him, another one.
So it came before you thought of it, or you
it
thought
was
of
abrupt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was not prepared. So when it came, tukapima thrice. Hata hizo pregnancy bado niko nazo thrice. Ndio nikakubali. So he talked to me and he told me to be okay. All babies
him?
All babies
what a
are
sweet husband.
All babies are not this. All pregnancies are
He
not
encouraged
the same.
you.
He encouraged me, saying that all pregnancies are not the same. So I just carried the pregnancy secretly. No one knew until I was being taken to theater. That's when people knew I'm 38 weeks.
But this time it didn't give you problems like the first pregnancy.
No, it was just okay. I
So
was
you had
just
at least
sleeping.
some peace.
Yeah, I was just sleeping. Ukioga, upaki mafuta, unavaa tu nguo unalala. Unavaa tu nguo unalala. Kazi yao tu ni kuamsha enda ukule. So I carried the pregnancy well. There was no complication. There was no fibroids again. They did not recur. So when I went to theater, it was a nice experience because it was not like the first one. So Dr. Limo was Hillary Limo from High. It was okay. So the procedure went well and I recovered. Then I turned up for going to recovery. So I'm wondering, will I get a third born? Because if it's that, I'll just stop with 2 babies.
You're looking forward to a third born?
I'm saying, because we are unajua tu Waluya. Lazima
you must have more babies.
More babies.
But with the journey,
he just forgive me. with the journey and the way things happen after pregnancy, she just forgive me. And I thank God I have two beautiful girls, Letitia and Leslie, and I know that my Father from above will give me sons through them.
Amen.
Through them.
Amen. So you're talking, the second baby is coming in now.
Yeah. Now the second baby came. This time I knew we are safe, because the way I observed her, the first week she was okay, the second week, and the previous one, the first, the second, the third day, poop, akakuwa na psychosis. But this time the first week akakuwa normal. Second week
She gave birth to CS.
yes. First week she was good. Second week she was no problem. Third week no signs of psychosis. Fourth week no signs of psychosis. Fifth same. Then the sixth week
The devil,
week, yeah.
the devil arrives.
Kabisa.
Then
the sixth week, poop, everything
went bananas.
Yeah, everything just burst, and
This time it was worse than the
this
first
time
one.
it was not worse than the first one.
This time you were prepared.
I was prepared actually.
Yes.
I was prepared, and I knew what to do next. So when she relapsed, I took her back to, this time I said no. I took her back to Kilimani. She stayed there for 1 week, 1 month. 1 month. Then they discharged her prematurely because that time we were having some issues with NHIF. So they decided to discharge her when she was not fully recovered. So I decided she came, and I stayed with her 2 days. Then I decided, no, this will not make it. I decided to take her to Kakamega Provincial Hospital. Ward 9, she was admitted in Ward 9. From there, then through the one thing that I like.
When Gideon is talking about Ward 9, he's talking about the mental ward, yeah?
Yeah, mental ward.
It's a mental ward in Kakamega County Hospital, referral hospital.
Even Kilimani, it was a mental ward. It was a mental hospital.
Oh,
actually.
it's a mental hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mental hospital, but a private one. So one thing I can appreciate with Kakamega, there is a multidisciplinary team. We could see the psychiatrist, we could see psychologist, we could see nutritionist. The team was there, nurses, everything, everyone was there. So at least there was, she could, it was not like Kisumu. Kisumu, she was that only two daktari tu tunamuona, but the physiotherapist, the occupation therapist was haikukuwa that kama Kakamega. So she stayed there for almost 3 weeks. Then she was discharged. Until now, she's on medication, and I can say she's doing great. She's this time, okay, she's doing great. But I could thank I have some people to thank. One, I have a lady colleague known as Josephine. She stood by me the first pregnancy. She stood with us. Even she could come to the ward and sleep with her. Then I have another friend, another friend called Evans. He stood with us here. He could come and stay with me in the hospital. And both of them, they are not in the country.
They've already gone out of the country.
Country. And I thank them, Kapsa, because they were with me. Actually, they were great friends.
Oh, nice.
They could stand with us.
That is what we say, psychosocial support.
Yeah. They could stand with us financially, emotionally.
Wow.
Then my parents and the entire family,
Wow.
they were there for me and for us and for me actually. And also this time round, unlike the first pregnancy, we did not know her father. This time round we made sure that we find a father. Then my father-in-law, he has been supportive. He has been supportive and giving me moral support. Yeah. And also cannot forget her aunts who have been, and her mother who have been a bit supportive to us and giving us financial support and encouragement. Yeah. Although it has been a very tough journey, it has been a very tiresome journey. Could cry, could do ask God.
Financially, tell me how cheap or how expensive
it's so expensive.
Is this
so expensive.
is this situation?
It's so expensive. Like, can you remember the first episode? I spent almost half a million. Then the second one, the second episode almost 200,000. Third episode the same. Until now, actually I've spent a lot. I've spent a lot, which actually I've spent a lot. Although I will say, with money is like flowers. It comes.
Life is more important.
Life is more important.
Yeah, right.
So haikuwa inanipatia shida ati nafikiria pesa no.
Tell us your stay at Ward 9. I like you, make me laugh sometimes. But then we did also talk to, we shall talk to Mom briefly. Yeah, Mom. Sasa, this is Mama Gideon. She's the one who's been taking care of the beautiful angels. So imekuwaje ukilea wajukuu?
Nafurahia sana.
Hiyo safari ilikuwaje?
Ilikuwa mzuri.
Ilikuwa mzuri ama ilikuwa ngumu?
Nilijitoa, yani unajua ukikutoa kufanya kitu si ngumu.
I want to thank God for this time. I'm glad to be here at Mercy's home. I came to know Mercy when she was at, first of all, my name is Evelyn Ochien. I'm a psychologist at the Kakamega General Hospital. I came in contact with Mercy while she was in the hospital. And in, like we say in the psychology terms, she had some behaviors. She was restless, she was happy, every time she had a lot of energy. But because of that, we were told, as I was contacted, I was told that I have to take her through sessions so that it calms her down. But meanwhile, she was undergoing through treatment, which is medicinal. Mine was just to talk to her, to give her shoulder, and even to support her, because as we psychologists, our work is to support psychologically and help them come into terms, because at this time we are in the world of where mental illness is so much into people, especially how she came with postpartum mental illness, which it affects her after giving birth. And always wherever it is postpartum depression or illness, it's supposed to take 2 to 6 weeks, but this one got long term, and we were wondering, because at times it made her to be violent. At times you could not even reach her. And that time we were in a ward round with our psychiatric doctor, and Mercy was making fun. People were laughing, and then we started to look at the symptoms of the reason why she's behaving the way she's behaving, and our mandate was to just calm her down and bring her back into terms, because mental illness is not something to kill. It is something to be, when supported, it will come out. What we were really avoiding is for her to go into depression, because we are remembering that she had a child, and then we could not allow her to go into depression. That's why we were taking her through the sessions of knowing why is she behaving the way. At times we would come, she's calm. When you want to talk to her, she's rowdy. She cannot even allow, but she used to make a lot of fun, and she was friendly. She could greet everybody. She was hugging everybody, and those are signs of postpartum depression or bipolar, just like we are told that she had bipolar. The mood swings. Sometimes she's so happy, sometimes she's so down, sometimes she doesn't talk to anyone. She just keeps quiet, That is while she was at the wards. And I want to thank God for the husband because he was so calm. Every time Mercy could do something, at times he would howl at him, at times he would call him names. He brings food and amurushia. She doesn't want to eat that food. Then I was looking at him and I was also analyzing him. He's so quiet, he's so calm, and he's just looking at her. And I want to thank God that she understood the condition that Mercy was going through. And just like we were told that wherever you have a psychosocial support, they're supposed, and especially on the patient with bipolar moods, you have to be patient, you have to be observant, you take care of everything. And for sure, Gideon was taking care of Mercy, he was taking care of her well-being, he was taking care of everything. And she could go around she refuses to talk to anyone. When Gideon comes, he'll talk. And I had this thought that it seems that Mercy loved him so much. And Gideon also loved Mercy. Because if it was in other men, like in our African men, he would have said no.
Long time ago. This marriage would have ended long time ago.
And he would have said no. And especially in our culture, Western, when a woman is sick, he's taken back to their home. But he has never done that.
He did that, but he did that. And then he realized, he did that, but he realized the wife is suffering. He loved her so much until he had to bring her back.
He had to bring her back. And I want to thank God for the parents. They understood. At times they could not understand. Mercy used to complain so much. Hey, they've done this, they've done. And I think the parents were the trigger. But when I talked to both of them and I counseled them, and Gideon had to understand, go talk to the parents, and here we are today. We have come to see them, and I'm so glad because we achieved. He has not gone into depression. He has not drowned into depression, because when you have bipolar, sometimes you drown into depression. And for that, we are happy today. We have come to see her. She's looking good. She's looking beautiful. The baby's looking good. Both of them are looking good. And remember, Gideon is a medic. He knows everything that was going through. So I think also that one helped him to be calm also. He knew this is a patient, and we are told that when it's a patient, you have to stand there. And just like they said in their wedding vows, for better and for worse,
until
and
death do us part.
I've seen this couple going through for better and for worse. It is a true story, and I think they should be a role model to others. And maybe in future, I'll talk to the psychiatric doctor to bring Gideon in wherever there is we are meeting the caregivers, how they're supposed to take care of the patient, especially mental. Mental, he has that quality, and he has shown it. And because of his calmness, that is why Mercy has healed. Yeah, so we thank God for that. And Mercy is so friendly. Whenever she comes back for the clinic checkups, she must come and greet me. She makes me happy because whenever she sees me, even in the crowd, she will come hug me, make me fall down, and people will laugh. But it also makes me feel that people are saying, hey, she loves the patients. Yeah, so it's a good thing. And I want to thank. And there is this part of can she have another baby? We were thinking about it. Then we were saying with the husband, if this is what is triggering, then we should not. But again, some things we leave it to God.
You never know.
Yeah.
God's plans. So guys, remember you're watching Miss V at Supermama 254. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe as we continue talking about this condition, the bipolar. It started with puerperal psychosis. I'm not a doctor, so don't worry when I don't pronounce well. So we'll still just keep watching to the end. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe as we learn something out of this condition. Maybe other people go through the same condition. You find them leaving their people without treatment. You find them on the streets. But this condition can be taken care of. That's why we have a testimony of Mercy. That's why we have a true story here. So, Gideon and Mercy, Giddy, we call him Giddy. You go for clinics every month?
Yes.
We do go for clinics every month.
And I like, because I see you every time you walk with Mercy taking her to the clinic.
Yeah. Yes,
Wow.
I do.
And you also mentioned that the medicine, the drugs that he's using are the ones that are making her
Fat.
fat is for they said fat is for pigs.
Olanzapine.
Oh, so it makes her big.
It's called Olanzapine.
If you can see her picture when she got married, she was a beautiful, slim girl, a pretty girl. So now this is Mercy. And what we like about Mercy, she makes fun of her condition. She talks about it. She's not ashamed about it. She talk about it. She say, unajua mimi nilikuwa mwenda zimu. So what's your parting shot? Maybe I start with Mercy. What would you want to tell Gideon?
Is that I love him so much. He has been so supportive, and I know that my Redeemer who liveth will give us more years so that you can live to see our great grandchildren. Yes.
So, are you happy with how he has?
Yes, I'm very happy of how he has been supportive, and I know that through the supportive that he has given me and I have given him, I know that he'll go places.
Amen.
And shall be role models to others.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your parting shot, Giddy? What would you advise? The parting shot, then what would you advise? What would you tell other couples? Remember, we were just talking about for better, for worse. There are people who don't like going through worse. They will disappear very fast. So what would you say? Because your worst has been tested and you became conquerors. You conquered the worst, for better, for worse. So what would you say?
What I can say is in every marriage there is good moments and bad moments. And if you stick together and you commit your marriage, everything will go well. And if you see your partner in a low mood or not okay, when your partner is sick or needs your help, needs you to stand with her or to stand with him, do that because it will help. Actually, it will increase. It will give you a peace of mind, and it will also increase your lifespan, and it will also increase your love in the family, and your children will see that you are responsible and taking care of with your mother or your father. So you should be there when somebody needs you. That's what I can say.
Okay.
And to the mental case, most people think that mental case is being bewitched or being bewitched. So we can see most of the people, mostly hapa Rwanda, can see many people wanatembea aimlessly. Actually, what they need is support. Just support, love. They need love. The love that you share to your others, give them the love.
They need love. They miss out on love.
Yeah, they miss love. If you give them love, everything will be good to them. That's what I can say. But to my wife, I can say I truly love her, and
say it to her.
We should continue to be more responsible to one another, and being most responsible, love continues to grow. That's what I can say.
Thank you.
Now, was Leslie affected by the mom's condition? Leslie is their daughter.
Actually, Leslie was affected.
The eldest daughter.
Yeah, she was very much affected. In the morning, she could ask you, when the mother was in the ward, she could ask you, Mama narudi. Okay, when you tell her that today I'm going to visit to a mother, she could ask you, Mama, unataka kuja na mama? Nasema no. Hata usikuje naye, wacha tu akae huko, daktari amdunge tu shindano apone. No, she was affected even in class. She was not doing better because most of the time she was withdrawn. She was withdrawn, and walimu anakuambia most of the time ako moody. But now I can see there's some changes because the mother will love Vico, and the mother takes good care.
They're now bonding again.
They are now bonding. They are now rebonding.
Yeah, because from birth they've not been that close.
Since from there.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, that's an amazing story. I still repeat, where love is tested, where marriage is tested, where the vows are tested for better, for worse. I always tell people they run away from worse. They run away from worse.
Just this has made me healthy. Chimboka.
The vegetable. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, guys, I think we've come to the end of our video. Thank you for watching to the end. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Miss V at Supermama254 coming to you from
Mwitini village.
Mwitini village, Bunyore, Vihiga County, where they Bangi is called what?
Msala.
No, in English.
Cannabis.
Cannabis. There's plenty of there's plenty of cannabis in this area, but we don't know where it is, or we are not involved in that. So thank you so much. It was amazing talking to you guys. I've really enjoyed my spending time with you. Thank you so much for accepting to talk to people, to educate people, to share with people their experience, their story, so that somebody else might be going through the same condition. They don't know what to do. For better, for worse. Until death do us part. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for watching to the end. Bye bye. Adios.
Thank you, and it has been a good session. My parting shot is to say that the postpartum mental illness can be very destructive and depressive to the caregivers, to the husbands, to the wives, to the children, to the family members. So the best thing is to accept the condition and be there as a psychosocial support. Being a psychosocial support is very important. It's part of the healing. It is part of the system of healing. So thank you, Gideon and Mercy. I know God is taking you somewhere. Amen. And we are refusing that disease in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
So who are you?
I'm Evelyn Ochieng, psychologist at the Kakamega Mental Ward.
So can you please tell people not to forget to share, like, and subscribe?
Oh, you are supposed to be subscribing everywhere. This is a very important messages to the world. And just to tell you that mental illness is cutting across. It doesn't select. Yeah, it can affect you, it can affect me, and everybody. So let us be caring and let us hold each other. Just like Gideon and Mercy have held each other. Their blessings.